Hello YouTube. I thought I'd get in here, do a little update of my modeling. Got a timer now, see. Anywho's, did a little bit of work on the Ford Tudor Coupe. I still in kind of a mental block on what to do with the Ford Aeromax / Sherman tank, but I keeping my glass in here just in case I decide to use it. I can still buff it out using a little bit of old-fashioned just toothpaste, not the gel but toothpaste. You can polish out plastic, works quite well. I've got the sides glued on. I just got to go through and sand down the seam here and here, which is to be expected. You know, that's the way it is on this. Had little issues with my shakiness and what have you, getting it together, and well, come to find out this side here was warped, which made it real interesting getting together. The rear axle was so warped that I literally, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I literally had to bend it here, twist it, what have you, because it was really bad. It still has a little bit of a twist in the rear axle. You can see in the springs, it's not perfectly square, but it'll glue down just fine. Trimmed all the flashing off the chassis. Unfortunately, you know, like I said, you know, these kits were done originally in the 60s. I think this was originally like a Pyro kit or something like that as a manufacturer, and I could be wrong. But you know, so there's a gap right there where the driveline meets the tranny, and see how the warping right there, so it doesn't quite meet on this side. And this side's not quite fitting on, but you know, that's all easy to fix. I'm probably not even getting into the camera, but oh well. And there's that. Here's the interior tub, stereo wheel in place. I ended up having to cut the horn ring out because it was so much flash, and ended up breaking trying to trim the flash, that I just ended up cutting the horn ring out. Hey, it's old. Not like they're gonna take a showroom quality car and go hunt zombies with it, you know. More trimming, grill, what have you, the bumpers, whatnot. I'm not going to pull everything out. Here's the tires. Nah, I don't know if you can see it or not, but curved edge right there. I mean, I've heard of donuts, but my goodness. So I'm going to sand this down, make it more flat, be more like a real tire, you know, instead of like wheelbarrow tires, be more like car tires. But that's where I'm at on the Zombie Hunter little Ford. Y'all are wondering what that is. Hot red beer, habanero sauce, tomato, and your favorite brew. Good stuff. The Budweiser makes a tomato beer, but it's expensive and it has extra salt, which I don't care for. But anywho's, I just thought I'd bring an update on that. I'm going to unclip the camera, and excuse the bounciness. There it goes. Sorry about that, folks. This is my spray booth, which consists of this board here, which helps hold the bottom, but it's also my spray platform, a filter element. This is just a regular, you know, storage bin tub from Sterilite. And I just shoved that in there to help try to seal, but yeah, the glue don't work, so it didn't stay. And these are brushless vent fans. These are the same motors that they use for over gas range stoves. So, you know, there's not going to be any spark. There is no spark capability. There's no brushes. And those, then again, they're switched. Go onto the circuit panel back there. I got a light screwed to the top. And I got a board underneath to help keep it from collapsing down from weight. And of course that all exhausts outside. I'll do a little more in depth when time comes. I get my main hose that comes in. That quick disconnect right there. My finger's in the way. Okay. This is second regulator. The first regulator is on the tank, on the compressor and tank itself. Then I go down to another regulator, which this one's digital, which allows me to get a little more accurate on my pressure. Into my nice soft braided hose. Over to my airbrush. As you notice, this is a Harbor Freight Central Pneumatic airbrush. Works perfectly fine. First thing I had to do though is replace that cup. This is a Badger 155 cup, which fits fine. Better quality, gets the angle better. The original just comes straight up out. This one has a nice angle to it, makes it a lot nicer to use. And again, Central Pneumatic stand, works perfectly fine. Don't have to spend a lot of money to be able to use it. There's my clean out bottle, just an old salsa bottle I cut holes into, spray into. Being how my compressor is so loud and obnoxious, I keep it in here in my utility room. It's another Central Pneumatic. This is where my first regulator is. I regulate it to 50 psi on that regulator. Regulator 2, I go down to 40 psi or 30 psi, depending on how much I'm using. If I'm using my gravity feed, I'll only go down to 40, so I can keep my pressure higher at this one. And then if I'm using my gravity feed, sorry, not my siphon feed. Siphon feed I use higher pressure, gravity feed I use lower pressure. And then I fine tune my pressure with this unit here, the digital one. There's my cleaning brushes I use for different things. I keep them. I buy them in the bulk. Use them for automotive and household use. But there's really nothing. I just made a frame out of 2x4s, as you can see, for the vents. I got it just exhausted in the house right now because your big fancy ones, that's all they do too. I will be going out that window eventually with louvered vents, but that will have to come when spring comes. But like I said, I'll do more in depth of the spray booth at a later date, and hope you enjoy this. Down there is where I keep more stuff for painting. Like I got a bunch of airbrush stuff in there, extra airbrushes, etc. Keep my canned good stuff down there. I keep in this red box here, I keep my solvents. so they're away from the air and any spark capability. Miscellaneous tools, what have you. I thought that people might enjoy seeing my little, what my little work area is like. 'Cause I know some people, I know in Model Cars Magazine forum, there's a long forum that posting of, you know, show us your workbench. Oh, there's my hair dryer for quick drying paint, glue, what have you. Now I know there's gonna be people that's gonna say, well, what about the safety of those, you know, there's no open spark on these units. It's sealed, it's just a coil. There's no brushes or communicators. If you notice, the bearing caps are even sealed. No chance of spark. That's about the best you're gonna get. Those ones that they say, oh, they're extra safe, they still compress air. Anytime you got compressed air, you've got heat. So they can advertise what they want, they ain't any safer than this. That's just my humble opinion. You know, these are rated to, you know, exhaust gases, you know, methane gas. I mean, come on. So I know I'm gonna get a bunch of hate mail now that's saying, oh, you're dangerous, you're gonna blow up people's houses showing that. Yeah, so be it. You know what, anytime there's, like I said, there's compressed air going on, when you're compressing air from, say, you know, spray off from atomization, there's a chance of combustion. It doesn't matter what it is. The only way is a professional spray booth, as in like what they use for spraying cars. The air is pressurized coming into the building, not suction pressure from fans like this. That's the only way. But that's a whole nother story. Anywho's, I hope you all enjoy. I thought I'd give an update. One of these days, when I get some patience, I'll do some videos of already built models I still have left. Have a good day. Bye.